What would happen if Batman got hooked on speed? No, not that. I meant the Speed Force, of course. In many respects, Batman is considered to be the best hero in DC Comics aside from Superman. He is respected by his fellow heroes, and he's respected in our world. In terms of representation in media, he's had the most animated television series, movies, and video games, save Spider-Man. But why? Batman is human and has no power. In fact, most people joke that his power is prep time.
Alright, what's all this commotion about?
Nothing new, just Batman spewing nonsense again.
It's not nonsense, it's a fact. Well, what exactly are you guys talking about?
Listen, all I said was that if I had prep time, there's really no fight that I could lose.
Oh, okay, well that's obnoxious.
Batman is considered top tier for the fact that he's conceived a plan for every situation, both in hypotheticals and actual. It was said at times that the reason Batman isn't given powers for too long of a time, aside from Elseworld stories, for the simple fact that Bruce can't fathom having those abilities and not doing everything in his power to save the world around him. But his morals and ethics keep him from being power hungry, and using darker methods to achieve his goals. A core aspect of the Bruce character is his family.
I don't have friends, I got family.
Joking aside, Batman has built a family of friends and heroes who provide the emotional support that everyone needs, even the Batman. He is protective of this family because of the loss of his parents. There is a question at times if the addition of the Robins helped him as a hero or made him a less capable hero. Yet, it has been written time and time again how having Robin, whether it was Dick, Jason, Tim, or Damian, have managed to ground him and keep him together. He has been a father to all of them. As a father myself, I can tell you that as much as I teach my own son, every day I learn from him. Every day I learn from him. He grounds me and makes me double think my actions in a good way. In the case of Batman, where he has an impact on a multiversal scale, this is more important because his actions need to be grounded, otherwise people would get hurt. Yet, what happens if Bruce lost everyone? His grief, coupled with the thought that if he was just fast enough, he could have helped all of them. The Red Death is a product of this tragedy. In a world where Bruce loses everyone, his obsession to be fast enough to save the people around him drives him to get Barry Allen, aka The Flash, to give him access to the Speed Force. Barry understands his grief but knows that the Speed Force isn't the answer. But Batman has made his choice, and when no one dared to question his actions, he proceeds to use the Rogue's weapon, including Captain Cold's gun, and the Mirror Master's power to corral Barry into position, where he uses another villain's weapon in the form of Mr. Freeze's cryostasis formula in order to slow him down enough to knock him out. This is the part that I see every YouTuber covering for good reason. It just sounds crazy to me. Batman modifies the Batmobile using the Cosmic Treadmill technology and straps Barry to the front of it, and begins to use Barry and the Batmobile to drive directly into the Speed Force, which merges him together with Barry to create this new being.
I am speed.
Now the Red Death, a Batman devoid of morals with the power of the Speed Force, he uses the power to kill Scarecrow and in his twisted mind, save the world. One of the craziest parts of this is that the Red Death still has Barry Allen inside of him, and Barry has no control, but can see all the twisted things Bruce does as Red Death, the death and destruction, and he can't do anything about it. The Red Death is an amalgamation of tragedy from two points of view, from a grief-stricken man unable to process his loss, and uses his resources to obtain power that he believes will allow him to save the world. Conversely, there's another man, a friend, a hero, whose power is being manipulated to commit acts of evil by one of his closest friends and yet is powerless to do anything about it. Yet, in some ways, his death is even more tragic. As one of the Dark Knights, the Red Death was helping the rest of them against Prime Flash, Raven, and Cyborg, who were aboard the Ultima Thule, a ship designed to travel the multiverse using vibrational frequencies. Upon attacking the ship, Prime Flash releases a cage holding a baby universe that was powering the ship. Its release causes a massive amount of positive energy that transformed the Red Death into a gold version of himself, with the Barry Allen of that universe completely in control. With this shift, both Flashes now work together to defeat the Dark Knights. Prime Flash tells him to go back to his ship, but the other Barry tells him that he will stay there to ensure the baby universe can grow, so that the heroes have a chance to win. But the Batman Who Laughs mocks him, telling him that he knew that this would happen, that they had not told the Red Death all their plans, as he tells him that not only is the positive energy going to rip him apart, but that he sent warheads with dark baby universes chosen by Barbados himself. Now knowing that his actions were all for naught, the Red Death disappears. Unlike some of the other Dark Knights, there is some sense that we could sympathize with this character. On the Batman side of things, grief can drive people to do terrible things. And also, it's the fact that Barry wasn't able to do anything, watching all these terrible acts happen, and he was powerless. Added to that, it seems that the other Dark Knights that knew that he would be used as a sacrifice, which makes his whole existence a tragedy as he lived for nothing and was never going to be able to save his world or the people he cared about. I know more than likely that Red Death is not a character we're going to see in the future, save a cameo here and there. I will say this is one of the more interesting characters to come out of the Dark Metal storyline. What do you guys think? Is he redeemable, or do you think he got what he deserved? Sound off in the comments below. Remember to like this video and hit that notification bell to make sure you guys don't miss out on any of my other videos. And if you want to see some more Flash stories, check this video out right here. For now though, and as always, take care and have an awesome day.